Game 5 is upon us. Mariners versus Tigers. Who moves on and who goes home? It's a huge game. Hi, everyone. Sam Edwards, Mariners Daily, podcast for the Thinking Mariners fan. Daily episodes giving you breakdowns on the team and who we are facing and the situation we are in. I'm going to give you a preview for today's game, Game 5, this Friday. It's crazy. Yeah, I'm nervous. We'll see what happens. I'm gonna give you who should be first out of the bullpen, who are the X factors for this game for the Mariners to move on, and then finally the Blue Jays. They await us. They are the team to be right now. They have moved on to the ALCS, and I really want to face them to see what we are made of. But we got to get there first. Got to get there first. So let's get into the game preview here. Kirby versus Skubal. Who's got it? Who can get it done? Kirby has been great this season. He's done a great job. We saw him in game 1 pitch 5 innings, 6 hits, 2 earned runs on a Kerry Carpenter 2-run homer, 1 walk, 8 strikeouts, pitched extremely well. And I just want to you know what? Do that again, Curbs. Do that again. We've seen him in an elimination game before. 2022, game 3 of the ALDS at T-Mobile Park against the Astros. Seattle was down 2-0 in that series. He pitched 7 scoreless innings, 6 hits, no walks, 2 hit batters, but 5 strikeouts. He's got what it takes, man. He's got what it takes, and I believe in him. I believe in Kirby, and I think we won't have to go to the bullpen for longer than people are expecting, which we'll get there in a second. I think Kirby has what it takes to keep us in the game. Just keep us in the game. Keep us within a run, 2 runs, whatever you got to do, Curbs. Get it done. Spot that fastball and just be careful with Kerry Carpenter. If you got to walk him, go walk him. But keep those bases clear so you're not walking him and walking a bunch of other people. Just spot that fastball. That's it. Spot the fastball. Breaking balls down. Kirby can get it done. Skubal is scary, but we've beat him. We beat him 3 times this year. 3 times. No team has beat Tarek Skubal 4 times in a season. That is unchecked. That's an unchecked stat right there. Random stat. Random. Hey, Skubal is dominant, and we've seen it before. And I'll get to the X factors eventually. Who needs to take care of business? But Skubal's been so good, and we've just got to time up that change up. Got to time it up because that fastball is brutal. And listen, if you got to target the fastball or target the changeup, whichever one, but I think that's the only way you can attack Skubal is go in looking for one pitch because he's going to dot everything everywhere. And it's going to be rough. But we've beaten him before. We can do it again. I believe. I believe in this team. I believe in George Kirby. I believe we can get it done. Now, as for the bullpen, who should be the first out? Should it be Luis Castillo? That's what I see everybody saying. Should be Luis Castillo. Luis Castillo should be, if Luis Castillo is not the first one out of the bullpen, what are we doing here? Luis Castillo has never come out of the bullpen before. In my limited research and in my short-term knowledge, Luis Castillo has never come out of the bullpen. Now, I'm not saying that we shouldn't give it a shot. I'm down. I'm definitely down. But it's got to be the right circumstance. It's got to be the right circumstance for me. I think Kirby's going to pitch very well. I think he's going to pitch 5 good innings. If he goes more than that, then that's just gravy. But if Castillo's coming out of the bullpen, I want a clean inning for him. And I want to throw him into the line of fire. We've seen him have some control issues, like game 2. Pitched very well, 4 2/3 innings, shutout, only 1 hit given up, but 4 walks, 3 strikeouts. His stuff is not what it used to be. It's not just swing and miss all the time. And people aren't swinging at that slider as much as they used to. and especially the changeup. They're not swinging the changeup. So, and he's not spotting his fastball as well as he used to. So, I'm definitely nervous for Castillo. People are saying Kirby 4 innings, Castillo 4 innings, and then throw Munoz out there. Pardon me. Pardon the yawn. My gosh. I I don't think I like that plan, mainly because I don't trust Luis Castillo out of the bullpen, and I'm not sure why we should. I don't know why everybody's so gung ho and ready to trust him fully. Castillo feels like if Kirby gets into trouble and we decide to pull the trigger in the first or second inning. Let's say second inning, Kirby's in trouble. He's already let up 1 run. We got to stay in the game. We're facing Tarek Skubal. Sure, fine. Go to Luis Castillo. We gotta, if Kirby's getting hit, then it doesn't matter. You need to bring somebody else in. You need to get it done. But if Kirby's doing okay for 4 innings, I don't. I'd rather go to. I'd rather go to Bizardo. Honestly, I still believe in Bizardo. He had one bad outing. That happens to everyone. Happens to every reliever. Yes, some are basically untouchable, but everybody has a bad day. Bizardo will come back and he's okay. Munoz. Honestly, we might not be using Munoz in the ninth this game. I don't know. It depends. We just know that we just know that Scooble's going to be so good for the most part. Once again, we've roughed him up before. It's so possible. But record wise, we know that he's going to be good. So we got to be careful. Got to be as careful as possible. So if Castillo's in the fourth, I'm not like complaining necessarily. I think that'd be fine. I'm okay with that. I think he should be a little bit more of an emergency use in the second inning or something like that. If, like I said, if we get into trouble, sure, Castillo can be the first one out of the bullpen. Absolutely. But other than that, things that I want, either he's an emergency use or if he's past, if we're past the second or third inning, I want a clean inning. I want a clean inning for Kirby. Bring in Bizardo, clean it up. Bizardo's looking good, then yeah, ride him for a little bit more than an inning and a third, 2/3, maybe 2 innings, maybe, probably not, but inning and a third for Bizardo. Get out of the inning, clean inning, set your team at rest, bring in Castillo so he's ready to go, warm, and ready to rip it. That sounds great to me. That sounds like a plan. Can we do that? Can we do that, Wilson? Now, if you disagree, let me know in the comments. Why do you think Castillo should be the guaranteed first one out of the bullpen? Because I don't know. Maybe I'm a freaking Doubting Thomas here, but he worries me. He doesn't have experience doing it. And listen, Castillo has a lot of experience in baseball, but coming out of the bullpen is a different thing than starting a game. It's just very different. Everything that I've heard and everything that I've seen, it's just so different. So that's why I'm a little hesitant. Let me know why you think we should. Is it because you don't trust Bizardo? Is it because you don't trust any of our relievers? That's okay. I understand that, especially after game 4. Kind of tough when Spire and Bizardo get roughed up. That's scary. Like I said, like if you listened to yesterday's podcast. Oh my gosh. Oof. Sorry guys. Sorry. Let's move on before I yawn again. X factors for the game. Who's gonna step up? Who's got it? Who's got what it takes? Who's getting it done? Who do we need to get it done? It's difficult. It's difficult to say because Tarek Skubal's rough, man. Skubal's rough, and honestly, it's hard not to say Polanco. It's hard not to say Jorge Polanco, especially for me, man. I freaking love Jorge Polanco, and the season he's had has been so awesome. And the revival, Mariners got him on a 1-year deal. Astros almost got him, and then we upped our price a little bit. Oh my goodness! And then he has just performed so freaking well this season. And then the 2 homers versus Skubal on the last start, so huge, just monumental. And yes, he took advantage of mistakes, It's not like they were perfectly spotted pitches and Polanco just sees him really well. But I definitely think he does see him better than our other batters. So it's hard to not go with Polanco as a a serious X factor for this game. Extremely serious. Polanco's got to be there. J-Rod. Give me Julio Rodriguez, baby. Give me him on both sides of the ball. He is always an X factor for this Mariners team. We go when he goes, and he needs to perform. We need him. Need him to come through. Walk, get on base, because we know he can steal. He's got the power to prove it. He can take advantage. He can pull that changeup down the line. We can get it done. I love J-Rod. Gosh. Obviously, Cal Raleigh. How could you not say he's an X factor for this game? He's been our guy all season. Him and Julio have been the guys. So it's hard not to say him. Kirby, of course, to a certain extent, but I don't think he's going to be involved in the decision personally. Maybe I have too much faith in him. Maybe he's going to get blown up. I don't think so. I think Kirby's going to be very good, and I don't think he's going to be involved. I don't think he's going to get the loss or the win necessarily. So I wouldn't say he's an X factor. I think later bullpen guys could be a serious X factor. Brash, Bizardo, Munoz. I think those guys were probably going to rely on some big innings, possibly some big moments. We're going to need them to step up. How many X factors was that? How many was I allowed to have? Did I limit it to a certain amount? No, I didn't. I just said X factors, didn't I? That's great. That means I can do whatever I want. That's awesome. Thank you. Yeah, I can I choose the whole team? Can I choose the whole team as an X factor? Yeah, man, it's all hands on deck. I mean, like Wilson has said, even just talking about Kirby starting the game, it's all hands on deck, which is makes me think that Castillo is coming out of the bullpen no matter what. But who knows? Who knows? A lot of people don't think the same as me, so that's why I want to hear your thoughts. Let me know. Let me know what you think. Finally, let's break down the Blue Jays here because they've killed it this season. They've killed it. They've done extremely well. Obviously, winning the AL East and then beating the Yankees in the ALDS. So let's look at the team real quick. The offense is the scary thing to look at. As a team for this season, they batted 265 with a 333 on base and a 427 slugging percentage, which is seventh in the Major League Baseball in slugging percentage, 427, seventh. Runs created plus as a team is a 112 runs created plus, which is fourth in the MLB. If you want to know, Seattle was ranked third with a 113 runs created plus. So listen, man, we got what it takes. We got prove it. They had a team 8.4 walk percentage and a 17.8 K percentage. If that seems like a low K percentage for a hitting team like this, that's because it's first in the league. Nobody else had a 17 K percentage as a batter. That's crazy. As a team, sorry, as a team. Everybody was 18% or higher. So Blue Jays don't strike out. They're not that team. Now the weakness is the pitching. They're 19th in ERA and team ERA. They're 22nd in team FIP. 8th in K percentage, which is nice. That's their best stat, and Seattle is 9th, so just below them. They're tied for 16th in walk percentage, so middle of the pack there. And it's not like they're pitching dominated necessarily versus the Yankees. The Yankees have a very good offense. They are number 1, I believe, in runs created plus for the team as a season. And the Blue Jays have so basically, they faced a very good offense in the Yankees. So their pitching is not fantastic. It's nothing to write home about. Batting wise, they've got studs through and through. George Springer has had a full revival of a season, 5.2 F4 this season. He hit 32 homers, 18 stolen bases. I feel like I talked about him maybe last week, possibly, but either way, just looking at his stats, it's just incredible the resurgence George Springer has had. A 309 batting average, 399 on base, almost a 400 on base for George Springer. That's insane, man. I can't remember him ever having a 400 on base. Like, that's incredible. A 560 slugging percentage. All of it adds up to a 166 runs created plus. That's insane. Alejandro Kirk behind the plate. Not many people know Alejandro Kirk, but he's amazing defensively and above average offensively. Exactly what you want from a catcher. He hit 282 this season, 348 for the on base, and a 421 slugging percentage. Vladimir Guerrero Jr., the big grand slam versus the Yankees. He tortured the Yankees that series. I don't know why they weren't walking him. Oh my gosh, my voice is dying. I'm losing it. Oh boy. Guys, lock in. Lock in. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. He only had 23 home runs on the season. The power is not like terrible, but my goodness, when he gets into it, man. He hit 292 on the season, 381 for the on base, and a 467 slugging percentage, a 137 runs created plus. Bo Bichette, their top shortstop, is out right now. I'm guessing he's going to be added back to the roster if we play them in the championship series, but I don't know. He hit very well this season. 311 batting average, 357 on base, 483 slugging, 134 runs created plus. They just got guy after guy after guy. And then pitching wise, like I said, they're not as good pitching wise. So grain of salt. If we face the Blue Jays, if we do move on, it's going to be turned into it's going to be most likely a slugfest, is my guess. Our offense is going to have to be rolling. They've got Gossman, who's pitched very well. They've got the new young kid. What's his name? Oh, Treyesev. Oh my gosh. Treya Savage. Treya Savage is what it looks like, but it's not how you pronounce it. It's uh oh, Trey. I don't know, man. I got nothing. I got nothing here. The rookie starter looked dominant versus the Yankees. Absolutely dominant. That's a little scary. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens, man, because the Blue Jays are a scary team, no doubt. Because even versus the Yankees, man, this is stats versus the Yankees. This is in 4 games. They scored 34 runs in 4 games. That's almost, they're on the way to 10 runs a game. Like, that's crazy. 9 home runs total for the series. And as a team, they batted 338 with a 373 on base and a 601 slugging percentage. What? That's crazy. A 601 slugging percentage. It all adds up to a 974 OPS versus the Yankees. Whoa. Now, they gave up 19 runs in those 4 games versus the Yankees, a very good offense. It means that the Blue Jays are not invincible. They weren't shutting out the Yankees every game. Yes, they scored some crazy runs. Game 1, they won 10-1. Game 2, they won 13-7. Now listen, 7 runs. It's because the Blue Jays went up real quick. That grand slam from Vladdy got everybody hyped, and they brought in all of their, lowest guys on the totem pole, which I get. Yeah, you're trying to save arms. I get it. You throw the losers out there, basically. The Luke Jacksons, if you will, the Carlos Vargases, if you will. So I get it. Throw the losers out there, and you deal with whatever, and they give up 7 runs. Oops, it's not that big of a deal. But the Yankees do have a very good offense. So do the Mariners. So do we. We have a good offense, and we just need to show it. We got to get it done. We got to wake up a little bit, and maybe this is what this game is, man. I mean, Skubal is a huge challenge. Skubal is a better pitcher than the Blue Jays have. He's way better than Gossman, and this is the challenge right here. And if we can beat him, then we've proven something to ourselves and to the fans that we're here to play, we're here to stick around, and we want to keep going. And that we are a true threat to the Blue Jays and their World Series goals. I think we are. I think we are. Yes, I will be worried. I will be scared. But we're going to do it together. We're going to fight through it together. And Kirby, Castillo, these guys, man, they've just done such a good job, and I really believe in them. Kirby having experience in an elimination game back in 2022. He's got it. He's been there before. And I think he can do it again. And I think he's facing a much worse offense here than he was back then. And listen, I know Kirby hasn't had the best season ever, but he's shown that he can get it done. He's got the guts, and I think he can. I think he can keep us in the game, and we just got to score a couple runs. Score a couple runs and keep us in the game. That's it. That's it for me, boys, gals, Mariners fans. Thanks so much for giving this podcast a shot. If you have, if you haven't, come on board. Come on, lock in. We got to get there. We got to get there, baby. Sam Edwards checking off, guys. Have a good one. I'll see ya on Monday, hopefully with a smile on my face. Have a good one.